All right, we're in video number 4 in the beginner's guide to properly structured whole life insurance. And in this video, we're talking about lifetime uninterrupted compounding. And when set up and used properly, life insurance will compound your money the rest of your life and allow you to have other benefits. But in this video, we're talking about what uninterrupted lifetime compounding looks like in a properly designed life insurance policy. Okay, so we cover the importance of overfunding life insurance and setting it up in a way that our money is going to, not only we can use it, but it can compound for the rest of our life. And I've realized that most people devalue or undervalue the importance of what this asset can do for your money long term. And so first of all, I want to talk about what some people consider the eighth wonder of the world. Albert Einstein's noted for saying this. He actually never said that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world. He said that compounding numbers is the eighth wonder of the world. And it's this amazing passive long-term strategy that if you can get to show up in your life will be great. And you don't need to be super young. It affects every single person because it's just math. So I'm going to draw a dollar bill, okay, right here. And a compounding curve is something that exponentially gets better. And for this to work, you need three things. Number one is you need money. Most people aren't saving money, so they're not getting this benefit in their life. Number two, you need a consistent rate of return. And I say consistent because riding the casino of the stock market, some years you might be doing amazing, but then other years you might lose money. And we've talked about the difference between average rate of return and actual. And just to revisit, you have $100 today, you lose 50%, you need 100% just to get back to where you were. And if you actually did that, you would have averaged 25% on your money, but the actual rate of return would be absolutely zero. And so we want to make sure that we get a consistent rate of return. The third thing is time. And you guys, this one is a big one because so many people are not committing to a lifetime compounding growth. So many people are selling out right here because right here is retirement and they're, killing the goose that's laying the golden egg. And so what we want to do is we not only want to say, okay, we need this to work in our life the rest of our life. And the cool thing about setting up life insurance in a way that our money will grow is we can utilize our money in retirement. We can use it on business activities. We can do all these things and get our money to grow the rest of our life. Now, whenever you see these life insurance illustrations, you're going to see what's called an internal rate of return. Now, internal rate of return means the actual growth rate that policy is giving you every single year. It's including after the cost of insurance, which remember is not an unnecessary expense. You're going to use it someday. It includes the commissions that get paid out to the people that set that up. It includes the cost of doing business and the mortality, the cost of paying out the insurance benefit. And the internal rate of return that you'll find on these accounts are anywhere from 2% to 5%. Now, the crazy thing is this 2 to 5% is the actual rate of return, okay? Now, someone that's looking at this and saying 2%, that's pretty terrible. We have to understand that that's 2% and that's a tax-free 2%. So depending on what your tax rate is or depending on what you believe taxes are going to be in the future, remember, this is eliminating taxes. Taxes are not in the equation. So if you're comparing this to a savings account or an asset that you can have access to, you have to factor in taxes. And so if you factor in taxes, depending on what tax rate you're going to be, depending on what tax rate you will be in the future, that goes in and bumps up this 2 to 5% to be higher. The other thing is you have to look at fees, because remember, fees are a killer to someone's wealth. It's like you putting money into an account and there's holes and you're not just losing that dollar, but you're losing what that dollar could have earned you the rest of your life. Well, this is after all the quote unquote cost of insurance. And so you have to now factor in fees, and we're gonna actually in the next video, we're gonna mathematically break this down, but I just wanna visually show you why this is so powerful. The next thing is we have to consider that we're not losing our money. So yes, an investment could easily get a better rate of return than maybe 5% in 1 year, but we're talking about a lifetime consistent rate of return of never losing money. That alone is just one of the amazing things that we use in our money. But finally, the fourth benefit is the use aspect. When we talk about being able to leverage your dollars, when we talk about this concept of controlled compounding, you are able to borrow against your money and your money is able to continue to grow. And that is the number one reason, that's the number one reason why I get so excited and passionate about this, because your money will continue to grow and you'll be able to use it. And the way that this just turns out to be so amazing is, what's the cost of when you're nearing college to pay for college, or when you want to fund your first investment, or what's the cost of paying cash for your car? People are going throughout their life, draining their money, using their money, and they're disrespecting what that dollar could have been worth the rest of their life. I'll go as far as to say is, if Albert Einstein is going to say that compound interest is the eighth wonder of the world, you are disrespecting the eighth wonder every time you use capital. And what's the power of this being an and asset? There's a reason I titled my book The And Asset, because when set up and used properly, not only are you getting this fantastic tax-free without after fee rate of return, but you also get to utilize that asset to do other things throughout your life, and your money's going to continue to grow. So I look at this and say, just even taking out the use, just with adding taxes and fees, your money could outperform a lot of investments, because we're playing a lifetime game instead of a retirement game. But it just is not even comparable when you understand that you can actually use this asset, and it's also growing for you the rest of your life. And so the next video, we're going to actually look at the math, but I want you to understand the philosophy of why this is so amazing. Hey, it's Caleb Williams here. I want to thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to watch our YouTube videos. We put a lot of time and energy into making them informational and helpful. I also want you to know that we do this for a living. So if you're an advisor and an agent and want to learn more about the and asset and how to incorporate this into your life, check us out at theandasset.com. Also, if you're a consumer, if you're someone that wants to learn more about the and asset in your business or in your retirement plan or in your life, and asking questions like, would this be beneficial to me? We want to help you. You can check us out at andasset.com. We have links down in the description where you can get the book, you can watch different videos and learn more. We just appreciate you. We appreciate if you give this video a like, give us a comment, and share this with people that need to see this content.